Hello everyone, this is the love video for the horoscope Virgo for the month of September and whatever is left of August as well. So before anything, and as always, I'd like to thank all of you for watching my videos, and here I'm going to explain to you the decks that I will be using for this month. I have my regular deck, the Fortune deck, a message from the angels, and the Magdalene Oracle. So the difference of this month is that I will be utilizing, instead of putting down 3 lines, what I'm going to be doing is 1 line at a time, and I'll be using all of my cards. And with that line as well, we will always have a different card at the end. So each of you can decide which line applies to you before the reading starts, or wait until you hear all 3 lines and then determine which applies to your reality. Okay, so we're gonna start here, Virgo this month, with the first line and see what is the message that we have for you. So let's take a look at the last card here. Oh wow, so you have 3 aces here. You have 1, 2, 3. So this last card that you have, Virgo, for this month of September, first of all, I apologize. Happy birthday. I know that many people here skip through the intro, but I just want to wish all of you a happy birthday. For everyone who is a Virgo who's going to be having a birthday in the month of September, I wish you all the best. And also to communicate to you that this cycle of life starts now when it's your birthday here. So it's very important to pay attention to this as well. It could be in your ascendant or moon sign. All of them are important, and everything symbolizes something different in our life, and ideally if you can watch the videos is better as well. And if you're unsure what they are, you can search this on Google as well. So let's start here. The first line here says the Ace of Cups in reverse symbolizes that something that you had in mind in this relationship definitively is not happening as you had wanted it to. This cup is emptying. Here, this is talking to me about a situation in where there are 3 people involved, and each of you took your own course or path. This card, to me personally, talks a lot about pain and arguments, and people who may be involved in love triangles. And it reaches the point that the relationship, say, disintegrates on its own, and each of you go your own separate way, and this ends. Here we have the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups could symbolize, this is the 3rd person in Discord here, who I believe was a water sign. So we can say Capricorn. Sorry, I said Capricorn, and it's not, they are not a water sign, they are an earth sign, but I did say Capricorn, so it could be Capricorn, and they could have these characteristics. It could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. That's what this determines here. So keep in mind Capricorn. This could be the 3rd person in Discord here, or it could be that you have made this, have taken on this attitude. And that attitude is to say, this person treated me in this way, but I'm not going to complicate my life any further. And truly, if you've taken on this attitude, I commend you for that, because that's the best you can do. And it's man or woman. To say, that's fine. If that's the best thing for you, then that's great, and you're kind of there tranquil. And here this card is telling me that you are going to make a decision. The decision obviously is between continue to suffer with whatever happened here, or try to recuperate your strength. This card of the Magician in reverse tells me that this situation, this hurt, has left you a little bit upset and down. So, without feeling that you have the strength sometimes to try and start new again. I think in this moment here, Virgo, for those of you that this line applies to you, where you've left something behind, and it may not have just been love triangles, but yes, I see deceptions, and I feel a lot the card of deception here. The card of, it wasn't what I had expected. I thought that they loved you, you thought that your cups were full, but it's almost as if all of a sudden you realize that your cup was empty and then there wasn't anything there, and you are waiting to see what's going to happen. And this card of the High Priestess in reverse, it's a card that symbolizes not doing things so structurally. So it's the attitude of saying, I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to see what life brings me. See what's new and what's to come. And here something arrives. These two cards, I really love them. Truly, it's almost that it's after the storm, we see the calm. After something empties, something new starts. In certain cases, specifically Virgo, it could be talking about a mother who is waiting for pregnancy here. And this person apparently here is alone, waiting here for their child, but they are content. Or it could be that they're in a relationship here. I just want to clarify that here. The second situation that I see is that someone disillusions you and you decide to reinitiate your life, but in a different way. And just as I mentioned before, but in a way that's not as conventional, less structured here. And here I see that there is a new start for you. It's almost as if with this card, I feel that the blindfold was taken off of your eyes. You see the situation for what it is. You start to see things with clarity. Truly, with these two cards, they show me a very, very promising future for you. It's new beginnings, things that are very positive. So if you had any doubts, if you were depressed, start to see life for what it is and realize that there are many more opportunities. There's many different people that are going to reach your life. So definitively, I see that this month that your birthday starts here, I think it's going to be very, very important for you. So let's take a look and see what the fortune cards have to tell us. Okay, so this card is turned over on its own. Yeah, so here this talks to me a lot about emotional issues that truly can be reflecting your health. Because here this talks about health and your home. But here it's telling me that you will be able to lift yourself out of these issues, having profound conversations with your family, with people who love you, and for people who are there for you, supporting you. So to make you feel that this cup can be full again. So the people that you speak with, and obviously these are conversations with people that you confide in and trust. These conversations are the ones that are going to help you start that new beginning and see life with clarity. And it's from a different perspective, a different point of view. I feel that you will recuperate emotionally. So you have to have strength and try to put that ingredient that sometimes we're missing in order to start again. And it's value and feeling powerful. It's very important, Virgo. Leave that attitude behind, because that symbolizes that you feel that you are not worth it, that you are not capable. And yes, you can. You can do anything. And that card tells me here, that's the new beginning for you. So for those of you that applies here, this line, very, very positive for you. Always that we see this card here, it talks about positive things arriving into your life. So new relationships, new states, such as a pregnancy, new beginnings, things like that. And the good thing is that you do it with a very, very clear mind of what it is that what your objectives are. Okay, so let's go to the second line here. So let's see what we have for you, Virgo. For this month of your birthday. Okay, so here, Virgo, there are two possibilities in this second line with this last card. This card either represents you, obviously you are an earth sign, or it represents someone who arrives into your life. Here, this talks to me about stability. This card screams stability. It screams being comfortable in life. Looking for a place for ourselves where we feel that we belong. Okay, so that we have our own things, our space. That's what you're searching for in someone here. And I feel that this person arrives because newly in this line again, I'm seeing that many Virgos here are recuperating from breakages and losses here in their life, where they have felt cheated or lied to, decepted by another person. This has left you in an emotional state that's very, very difficult. Here you see the card, someone who's trying to recuperate their physical health and mental in some cases as well. Still, you're in that process. You're still recuperating from what that card left behind, which is destruction in certain ways. Not complete destruction, but in certain ways. And that's the good thing here. It's not complete destruction, but they caused damage, but they weren't able to fully destroy. And this card may represent the same, or could be the other person who is a water sign. So there's two possibilities. So like I said, that's you, your earth, and this person could be a water sign. So Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Or this person has these characteristics. So what are the characteristics? Someone who is very hardworking, someone who is a homebody, who thinks about the future, who has a life plan, and someone who is very caring but also very tranquil. Those can be some characteristics. Here, this talks to me about a situation where we could meet this person from a while back, actually, or it could be someone that we have, a similar group of friends, or you meet them through people that you mutually know. So I see that here you're in a in type of mode where you're saying, you don't want to speed things up. You want to see what life brings you, and you're trying to take things slow and see what life brings to you and receive the new things and leaving the rest behind. But here, this card is telling me that the communications don't flow in the way that you'd like to. This card talks to me about communications via the internet, so it could be Facebook, things like that, where you would like it to be a little bit more dynamic. But here I see you very patient, waiting. What I believe that what's missing here is a little bit of organization. First of all, you need to reach the end of that process of recuperation, and here you achieve it. Here you are, unwell, and there you're reaching the end. That's to reach the bottom and then once again lift yourself. So you need to reorganize here. When this happens, that you reach the end, reorganize your life, there the declaration of love that you're waiting for arrives. Definitively here, there is someone who is interested in you. But it's almost as if this needs to has a process, and the process is that you need to recuperate first. Okay, and here afterwards we see the declaration. This person has, I would say, good intentions, but still they are holding on to that communication. They don't want to jump any stages because they realize that you are in a process, and it looks like in certain ways you are still not fully organized in your own life. You are trying to see what's going to happen, how you're going to do things, how you're going to get out of all of this that your past brought you. But in the end, you'll have what you want. So keep being patient, Virgo. Says that patience wins the race. So let's take a look at what we have here in the fortune cards, or the second line. Yeah, so communications here. So, from what I'm seeing here, these cards talk to me about, it could be things that you find out via someone else who was in your life. Here, this talks to me about someone who's not honest at all. It's a person who is doing well economically, someone who promised to help you and never did it. Here I see someone who was very dishonest with you, and you received a notification or news that really worried you and left you feeling unwell. And I believe that this talks about processes that we need to leave what happened to us in the past, like this card shows here, and receive what's new. You are still in this medium here, but the important, and very soon, you will turn around and look at these new opportunities that are offered to you. The past we need to leave where it should be, which is in the past. So let's take a look here. What we have for the third line, Virgo, for the month of your birthday. Okay, so this person here is coming up in every single line. So we'll see what's happening here. Okay, so here, Virgo, these cards are talking to me a little bit that you are feeling a bit of instability once again, that things are not turning out that the way you had planned. It could be that you are waiting for someone to decide, to offer you a stable relationship. This person newly, once again, represents himself as someone who is a water sign. Okay, so I don't know why, but I feel Capricorn once again, who I know is not a water sign, but I once again feel that. Obviously, it would be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, but it could also be someone who is very, very tranquil. And that's what I feel in this specific case. It's not so much their sign, but rather their attitude. It's almost like he or she is, you're both there, because this is, for anyone who's Virgo, they would be a water sign here, or the attitude would be of a water sign. They're calm, and yes, they're kind, and they're there for you, and they have a good time, but it's almost as if they're not moving the situation ahead. And here you start to feel upset about this, as if you're never going to achieve that dream, you're never going to have that stable relationship again. This card talks to me about speaking to someone, and in certain ways, I'm not saying to push anyone here, but, for someone to offer you something stable, but it could be that if you're already in a relationship, the person doesn't take the next step, and you're thinking, how long do I need to wait for this to happen? So it seems that in some conversation that you have, it could be that you insinuate by saying, this is what I want, or this is my plan. You're going to say something that maybe you didn't plan on saying, but you're going to kind of put it out there for them. And shows me that this person wakes up here because the card is on its side, and they start that process. And here it shows an air sign. Could be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And it's almost as if this person wakes up from the lethargy that they were having, and they're gonna say, okay, well, I'm gonna see if I can start putting some action to my words. And I believe that this person, once again, is someone from your past, someone that you've been talking to for a while, and in reality, you don't want to let them go, but you also don't want to waste your time indefinitely. And I think that you are right in thinking this, because it is good that they're, a good person and kind, but you get to the point where you can't be waiting the rest of your life if you have an emotional interest. Now, it could be that he or she thinks that you are just friends. So it might be that that's why you need to have a conversation with someone. There are some people that you need to clarify what your expectations are, and I think this is one of the cases here. Okay. So I'm going to show you all of the cards here that turned over. So this is telling me here that you feel in certain ways imprisoned in a situation where you don't feel that there's any stability. So if you see, these two cards are the same. In this case, these bars here are the same as the wands there, but this is an emotional prison. It also tells me that it could be with the intervention of someone that you achieve your objectives. I see a woman here. Or it could be that you feel this way. That feeling, how much time do I need to give for the other person to understand what it is that I want to receive. Here it tells me that you break chains. So it's almost that these cards are a transition. It could be a man or a woman, that all of a sudden you feel they're, closed off in an area, and then all of a sudden you put action. So you see the number 6 and 12 here. So you've evolved in a way that you feel younger, you liberate yourself. I see almost as if you're going back in time and liberating yourself. And there is the fortune card that you achieve. And you say there, okay, the change has finally arrived and you achieve your objective. And the objective that you want is stability. Here, it shows me that you will achieve it definitively. Virgo, that are in this situation, I don't know what it is that you tell the other person in that conversation, but the other person truly wakes up. A light bulb goes off, and they realize that if they don't act in consequence, they could lose you. And so, congratulations there, because in a lot of cases, I see that the end result is marriage. In other cases, it could be living together or achieving a more intimate relationship. There are a lot of cases that could apply, but this is like a union between two people, understanding and achieving something together. It could also be here the support of this person's mother or your own, and it makes you feel good. It's like a situation where you feel that fortune comes back into your life. And I see that the end of searching for something is near. Here you achieve to evolve from that jail to that state of happiness. So it's very, very good for you. I think that this month you start very positive things in your life. And the card that you have here is Gaia in the Magdalene Oracle. And the angel card, it says that ask for help from others. It could be that this person is someone who is supporting you, is helping you, giving you advice, etc., etc. There's many possibilities there. So what does this card say? It says here, whether male or female, you are advised to embrace your feminine side. This means embracing your intuitive, gentle, and loving nature and applying those qualities to a certain troublesome situation. Embracing these nurturing and gentle qualities will help you feel a greater sense of balance, and this will help you overcome your present difficulty. So here it's asking you to act, whether you're a man or a woman, with kindness. So this other person who has come out so much in this reading and been represented, it's almost someone who's very sensitive. So you need to try and treat them with kindness in order for them to open up to you. It says here, ask Mother Earth to help ground and strengthen you, and you will feel a renewed sense of vitality. Spend time in nature. Do some gardening or go for a walk in the park. Feel your connection to the earth. And remember that both masculine and feminine qualities are complementary parts of every human being. Balance, true power, and wisdom are only possible when you embrace both. That's what I've been feeling. Something happens where life comes back to you, wanting to live, wanting to love, and all those beautiful things here. This card also says here, for years I have felt your yearning. Forever I have loved you. Okay, so great card here. And I truly think that this card is exactly right in what it's telling you, Virgo. So remember, connect with nature and start to liberate that feminine side, or that soft, kind side, because sometimes we repress that just so that we don't get hurt. But this card is telling you to liberate yourself, and I think that yes, this month you need to liberate yourself and start a new cycle. Okay, and then in this next card, you have the ask for help from others. And I think that, yes, that's exactly what you need. It's not necessary to do everything on your own. Your angels are asking you to reach out to those around you for assistance. By allowing others to lend a hand, you greatly increase your chances for success, and your plans will begin to move forward. The help you receive may also include important information provided by knowledgeable individuals. So it could be looking for a professional type of advice, if we really do need that to move forward. The stress of doing too much can create both physical and emotional health challenges for you. Surround yourself with loving friends and family who are willing and able to lighten your load, and you'll begin to feel much better. So definitively here, you are still in recuperation, but you need help. Okay, it seems that those challenges that you've gone through in life in your past, and there's a lot of people who are not able to do this on their own, and they need help. So break those chains, go out into nature, exercise, contact yourself with nature around you, and liberate yourself. Express your kind side, your feminine side. Embrace that. It's very important in order to truly connect with others. And take into account that man or woman that's there for you, which is a water sign, or someone who is truly supporting you and sharing those moments with you. That relationship can evolve into something very, very important in your life. I wish you all the best, Virgo. I hope that this month is fantastic for you, especially for your birthday, and we will be seeing soon. Here in this moment, I look at this card and I see in the month of November, you will get something that is unexpected. That will bring you a lot of happiness. It could be money, it could be good news, or it could be that you truly achieve that liberation you've been looking for. So again, I wish you all the best, and if you need a private reading, just send me an email, ameliatarot13@gmail.com. And if you like my video, you can like it or leave me your comments, because I do read all of them. Thank you again, and good luck.